Karen Bonifilio, Inner Realms, Outer Journeys. We have a new guest today, and man, she's got a resume that you are not going to believe. It's pretty impressive. So let me introduce you to Laurie. Laurie, you want to say hi first before I tell about you?
Hi. Thanks for having me. So excited.
I'm happy to have you. I am. And we have just met, so we're just going to get to know each other. Her
Awesome.
name is Laurie McKeogh Smith. She's a psychic, medium, a teacher, and the founder of Edify Your Soul Magazine. Which is based in are you based in New York?
Yes.
Oh, she's based in New York. She's a
hmm
proud mom of 2 adult children and is often joined in her work by her beloved dog, who has a gift for sitting in on readings. So we're both kind of worried that our dogs are going to bark, but you will
hmm
understand if that happens.
Yes.
Okay, Laurie's journey into mediumship began in an unexpected way. After a near death experience, which I would love to know about 10 years ago, her life changed completely. For 2 years, she needed support just to manage daily tasks. And during that time, she began noticing unusual sights and experiences she couldn't explain. She started talking about things no one else understood. How she knew? And soon after, she found herself connecting with those who had passed. Although skeptical at first, she eventually embraced her abilities and stepped into her calling as a medium. So this is kind of cool, Laurie, because this happened to you later in life. You didn't
Yes.
use your gifts earlier.
Nope.
Wow.
I'll say didn't have them, whether I did or not. A lot of people think we all have them, but as far as I was concerned, mediumship was something that kind of existed, I thought. Kind of interesting.
But it took the near death experience to realize that.
Yes.
Okay. Before this profound shift, Laurie worked in the medical field as a gymnastic coach, in the medical field and as a gymnastic coach,
Yes.
both roles that reflected her love of helping and guiding others. Today, she continues that mission in a new way, supporting people through messages from spirit, psychic guidance, and teaching others to explore their gifts. So she does have classes that she offers too. Laurie's also the creator of 3 oracle decks and her newest release, Soul on Fire, launching this week. That's so cool. She leads an active community through her Facebook group, Mediumship Matters, and shares her work online at edifyyoursoul.com and through her magazine at edifyyoursoulmagazine.com. I told you she had an impressive resume. So let's start first with the near death experience and how that impacted you to move forward with your gifts.
Sure. So I was just living, the usual rat race I had. I was a single mom, 2 kids, dog, the whole thing. And I started to decline cognitively. Um, I started to forget things. It got really bad. I actually thought it was my mom because we talk every day on the phone and she would say things like, I told you, why don't you remember? And I'd say, you
Ooh,
didn't tell me. And I got very concerned thinking she had early Alzheimer's, but turns out it was me.
wow.
So I just, like I said, forgot things, forgot how to do things. Can this go in the oven? How do I cook that? And finally, I just hung my keys up. I stopped driving because I would just be confused all the time. It took 7 neurologists to um, take me seriously and figure out what was wrong with me.
Wow.
Um, they, yeah, that was quite an experience, and I just love being, advocates for people who just know their body and know that something is wrong.
Mhm.
Um, so it turned out I had an autoimmune disease. I spent a month in the neuro ICU, first a week and then another month
Oh my
in the
god.
neuro ICU at NYU, and that was an amazing experience.
Mhm.
Physically, I was fine. I used to walk laps around the unit. And I was that person who would forget where I was, and I'd go sit down with somebody and talk to somebody. I was just like walking around. But I used to see these people attached to these machines, and I said, I know most of these people will never make it out of here. And I was determined to, even though they didn't know what was wrong with me yet.
Wow.
And that's when I truly, truly learned gratitude.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
Everything came to a screeching halt. We all say things like, if I don't go to work today, nothing will get done. I have to, or I have to make that meeting, or I have to make that appointment. And you know what? That taught me anything can stop at any moment, and you actually don't have to.
Really important lessons.
Absolutely. So I was I thought I was sleeping one night in the hospital. Everyone came running in, and I was just mesmerized by all the different people and the color scrubs they were wearing. And I just thought, I wonder what this person does. I wonder what that person does. And I said, what are you doing in here? And they said, you had a seizure. And I said, no, I didn't. And that was the last thing I remembered until I was laying down, staring at this amazing, beautiful, gorgeous white light. And the first thing I thought was, this is just like on Grey's Anatomy. This is just like how they show it on TV.
Was it?
And I was like, wow. And I felt a peace that I never even knew existed, and a love that I could never have desired, because I couldn't even imagine that was possible.
Yes.
It was sort of like I could retrieve any part of my life that I wanted to, as a collection of experiences, not this is what happened when I was this age and this age and this age. It was just sort of like seeing my life in a fishbowl.
Question for you.
Yeah.
You're not going through a life review at this point, are you? Okay.
No. I was just aware of everything, an awareness of everything all at the same time.
Wow.
I was aware I was there, but I was aware of my life here. And it was just an amazing experience.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah. I was aware of my biggest fear, which was leaving my kids with, without a mom.
Yeah.
And it was so interesting that I was aware of it, but I was still okay. It was just an awareness. It wasn't, we don't carry our fears with us. We don't get to put them in a bag and bring them with us,
Thank goodness.
Yes. It was just an awareness. And next thing I knew, I was laying on the bed, no pillow, no blanket. And again, I said, that's just like what they do in the movies. You're just laying there flat,
Oh, gosh. Did they think you were dead?
The funny part is I never asked what happened to me.
Really?
Don't want to know. Because no
Okay.
one else could possibly explain the experience I had. And anything that happened here with my physical body in that moment is so insignificant.
Yeah.
So I just keep that. So that's the near-death experience. And I also had a shared death experience. I didn't mention that one.
I interviewed another fellow that had a shared death experience with his mom.
Wow.
Would you like to tell about that too? This will be fascinating for
people. It was with a complete stranger. It was during COVID.
Really?
And I was, half asleep, half awake. I don't know. And I was in this presence. I felt like I was floating, just nowhere and everywhere. And I was aware of another person with me. No body, no face, no voice, but there was someone else with me, and we were communicating. And I was sort of able to look down, and I saw his physical body.
Mm-hmm.
and I felt it being shocked.
Oh,
And we just shared the space. And
that's
I knew
crazy.
exactly what was happening. And I said, why me? And his answer was, why not?
You
And
want something more prophetic.
but you know what? That really was, because it made me realize we really all are connected. Like, why not?
Yes.
It
Mhm.
was, I felt like his brother, his sister, his wife, his mother, everything. Like, we were just sharing this space. We were connected.
That's cool.
And then I said, who are you? And he said, when you wake up, go on Facebook and you'll know. And he went his way and I came back.
Laurie, this is crazy.
And then I said, oh my God, who is it? Then my human self came back and I'm holding my phone saying, because at that point during COVID, you heard about people passing all the time. So I clicked on Facebook, and the first thing showing was a friend of mine. We're not super close. He's just a friend. He happens to be an ER physician. And his story popped up and it said, rest in peace. And it was one of his coworkers in the hospital. And they did one of those, what do you call it? Like when they all honored him in the hallway, when they were removing his body from the hospital.
Oh, wow.
And I had never heard of him. He had never spoken about him. I don't even remember his name, but that was just as significant, really, as my near death.
Almost even more so,
Mm-hmm.
because your expansion opened so much more, sharing
Right.
that experience. Wow. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Laurie.
I think I signed up for a lot of cool lessons, a lot of cool experiences when I came here.
Well, that's good because we can learn from that. And,
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
also helps people know that death is not final,
Right.
that, our soul transcends and moves on. But to connect with a complete stranger like that, and
Mm-hmm.
then you came back and he didn't.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And he was at peace too, even though he's suffering in the hospital.
Yeah. I wouldn't even use that word. Yeah. Suffering. Like, no.
Well, the body
Yeah.
was the
Absolutely.
body, but not him.
Yeah. No.
Well, and I've heard that if you're in a coma and such, you don't even stay in your body. You just go out and travel around and
Right.
and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I
Oh
believe
gosh,
that too.
Lori, super fascinating. Okay, so
Just my life.
that's okay. We love that. We love that. And did that inspire you to start your magazine at that time, or did you concentrate on your classes? How did that
At
evolve?
that time, I was doing my classes and doing, readings and stuff like that. They started right after the near-death experience. Um, my gifts just appeared, my abilities, and I was doing readings within a few months after that. And yeah, here I am.
I think it's so cool how everything just kind of fell into place. You had to wait till later in life, and then it fell
Mm-hmm.
into place, and you're on the right trajectory, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now too.
Right.
Um, could you tell us some of the headings of the classes that you teach in case people are
Yeah,
interested?
absolutely. Well, psychic and mediumship development,
Mhm.
psychic investigation, past lives. I teach classes on connecting with music and art. My my big thing, I would say, is teaching people what works for them. It's not just one size fits all. When I first started, I guess I'm the exception to the rule. My abilities came on fast and furious. I was
Yep.
doing readings immediately, no classes. It was the most natural thing that happened to me. It was the
Oh
only
my
thing
god.
that made sense in my life. I couldn't cook a chicken, but I could, connect with the other side. Um,
I know, that's
And I don't
crazy.
recommend that to anyone. I always say you should take classes, you should learn, but that was what it was like for me. And the very first class I took, well, let me back up for a minute. One reading that I did, I learned that I use music to connect. And I asked the client for the name of a song that reminds her of a loved one. I said, don't tell me who, just give me the name of the song. And I listened to the song, and I got up and I showed her how she danced with her grandfather in his hospital bed. And I'll never forget that. That was one of my first
Wow.
clients. And when I went to this class, it was in person. And the teacher came over to me, and he, we were talking or something. And I said, this is new to me, this environment. I actually like to use music. Maybe I can show you how it works for me after. And he told me that was ridiculous, and that's not how you do it. And I was holding back the tears, I nearly cried sitting there like a little kid. And I almost quit.
Mm-hmm.
I almost quit after that. And I didn't. And I said, you know what? I broke the mold in a lot of ways, and I'm going to teach people how it works for them. And that's what I do.
Okay, so how you use that through music to bring through loved ones, or
sometimes music, sometimes I'll, it's all about what works for you and what works. How do you get to relax your mind enough to connect with the other side?
oh,
Sometimes we use pictures. Not everyone can sit and meditate and connect the same way. Some people, like I said, will use music. Sometimes we draw in classes. Sometimes we meditate. Sometimes we'll have a dance party before class and just get the energy up.
oh, this is cool. So you do a lot of Zoom
True.
classes, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. That's really cool. I like that psychic investigation. Are you looking for deceased people and lost loved ones, or what does that entail?
Again, it's a lot of skills, and it's a lot of let's learn what you're good at. So I do voice analysis, we do handwriting analysis, we do all sorts of different exercises. I think I'm just known for my exercises, and people sometimes look at me like, how am I going to get something like that? And then they do, and it's, the best feeling.
Very gratifying.
Yeah, absolutely. And I always say, you don't have to be able to crack the case or say, this is where they are.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of little things you can do to help a case. And there's lots of other psychic investigative like things you can do. Just to help people struggling. Sometimes they're looking for things. They lost something. Different things like that.
I've lost some earrings. I can only find one. Isn't that silly? But it was my mom's, and it's really gorgeous.
Oh,
So yeah.
you'll have to maybe if you have a picture of the other one, I'll put it up in my classes. Maybe someone will find it for you.
Oh, I do. I have it. I do have a picture of it. I will get that to you. Oh, that would be so cool. That'd be nice. I have no idea. No idea.
Okay.
And to duplicate that is gonna be too expensive. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I think there's a Facebook group. I want to say Veronica Jenkins. I'm not sure if you know her. She's an awesome medium from England. There's actually a Facebook group for finding things. I'm gonna put you in touch there.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to do that. Thank you. Thank you very
Sure.
much. Okay, well, tell us. So you have all these classes going on, and you have one-on-one readings if you want to do that also. And tell us about the oracle cards.
Yes, I have my new deck. I just got the shipment today, so I'm a little excited. It's called Soul on Fire.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, and it's all like Victorian sort of images. The back are roses, and they're all.
Oh, those are
cool
Beautiful.
pictures about love and self-love and just admiring the love within yourself,
And
loving yourself, all of that.
for those that do not know about oracle cards, because I don't think I've discussed that topic on the channel yet, tell a little bit about oracle cards.
So they contain channeled messages. I would sometimes look at the picture. I picked something that I love. I love candles. I love roses. So I picked images and I just channel messages that go with it. And they're all messages to inspire, to get you to really think or challenge you even. And some people pick one a day. Some people use them to start off a reading. You know, it's a good starting point. You can read the message and then things will just start coming to you. Can I pick you a card?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted you to, but you know, I
There we
didn't want to be
go.
forward.
Oh, this is actually one of my favorite ones. I'm writing a book and it's in the book.
You're writing a book too.
I am. I have a lot to catch up on. I lost a couple of years, so that's what I say. I got a lot to do.
Lord. Okay.
Soulmates can be friends. Friends can be lovers. Lovers don't always mean love.
Let me see that.
Love comes in so many different forms.
I love that. That's perfect.
And I think as long as you don't expect it to come in one way, you'll usually be pleasantly surprised. Because I've certainly met many soulmate friends. And if I was just waiting for that soulmate love, I probably would have missed out.
Well, I did have that soulmate love, and I didn't believe in soulmates until I had that love.
Yeah.
And that was with my husband that passed away. Yeah, it was incredible. I didn't put credence in it until I experienced it.
Yeah.
Kind of like
awesome.
you. You know, you knew that psychics and mediums were there, but you know, didn't really explore it too much.
Yeah.
But you have another oracle deck too, and how is that? Or how many? You have 3.
I do. I didn't bring the first one with me. I have this one, Have a Seat.
That's cute. Have a seat.
And this is an entire deck of chairs, all different chairs. And
I
you
like
kind of
that.
put yourself in that situation and just kind of see what it means to you. You can read the message for an oracle card, but you can also just look at the picture.
That's what I've been told because, well, I have a ton of oracle cards, but it's the pictures more than the message.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you one of these.
That's very creative. I like that. Take a seat.
So of course I had to pick you one of these. Presence grows in shared silence. And it's just a picture of 2 chairs in the middle of nowhere.
Can you say that again to me?
Presence grows in shared silence.
Oh, nice.
And it's just 2 chairs in the middle of some wildflowers.
I kind of like the 2 chair thing. It's like I'm having a conversation with someone. Yeah. And did you want to share your 3rd deck or not?
My 3rd deck is You Are a Miracle.
Oh,
and
fabulous decks.
As I've been, they sold pretty quickly. I have a few left, and I ended up putting them all in a pile. And when I do events in person, I'll give them out.
Can they find those on Amazon or
on my website?
On your website.
I actually just fixed it up, so probably by tomorrow these will all be back on there.
Yeah, I'm going to go check out your website.
Awesome.
Okay, go ahead. I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
No, that's great.
Okay, I want to know about your magazine.
So I woke up one day and I said, I'm going to do a magazine.
Isn't that funny how spirit works?
Yes. And I said, it's going to be big.
Tell you, and here we go.
It's going to be big, and I'm going to do it. So it's called Edify Your Soul Magazine. And I've met, what's that? It's an online magazine. Yep. And it's been bringing people together. It's amazing how it's just kind of serving as this hub. So I have many different people that contribute. Each issue has a different topic. So, for example, the last one was surviving loss. And I had all sorts of different people talking about how they either survived loss or, as an expert, what they recommend. And the thing is, again, there's not one way to do things.
True.
I think we have a lot to learn from a lot of people. The issue before that was on domestic violence awareness.
Oh.
And I had the honor of interviewing Gabby Petito's mom, stepmom, and grandmother.
Oh, wow.
And, we speak about those things that people don't want to talk about. We all think we're so unique in our experiences and our feelings, and we're really not. We're all going through it. And that's what I hope to bring out in that magazine. The next one coming up is on relationships. That's going to be out September 15th. So that one we talk about soulmates and soulmate love, and when soulmate love doesn't work out. We talk about everyday. I interviewed a few just everyday people going through it, I'll say. There's some people that have loved more than one person at a time. There's lots of different stories in there, but they all come with a lesson or a reflection.
Okay. Now, when that comes out, is that like a weekly something?
Right now it's been every few months.
Okay.
So so September 15th is the next one. And it's a mixture of articles and interviews embedded in there.
That's going to be, I'm going to have fun looking at your sites.
Absolutely. You're going to have to be part of this magazine. I interviewed a whole bunch of people this time, and I asked them all one question that was the same, which was, do you believe we all have that one soulmate we're meant to meet in this lifetime? Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, 10 people said 10 different things.
Did they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some flat out said yes, and some said no. Mm-hmm. And others said everything in the middle.
Sam, and no. I think once I experience a soulmate, I know that there are more soulmates. And they don't have to be a lover type of soulmate either. Yes. They can be a friendship with other people, to me.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. 10 different people, different answers.
All different answers.
Yeah. And then you have one of my friends coming on there too, don't you?
Who?
Nico?
Yes.
Yeah, Nico the medium. Do you know when he's going to be featured?
He's going to be in the September 15th issue.
I will have to put that up on Facebook for everybody to check out.
Yes, that'll be cool. Yep. We had, I challenged him a little bit. He kept talking about the spiritual lesson. And I said, but we're human. How do we deal with being human? And I said, I'm going to represent the middle-aged, divorced person. We've had a couple of kids. We're looking for love. How do we deal with this life? And he said, we're just spirits. We're in a human body. And I'm like, but I'm in the human body. So it was a lot of fun just to hear so many different thoughts. And I could agree with all of them and disagree with all of them. It's awesome to challenge yourself. I think that's a big thing. When you read that, it'll make you even challenge your own beliefs.
There's just so much out there that we haven't been exposed to. And I'm really glad you're bringing that out for people to experience too.
Right.
Yeah. To have a format and a speaking voice that, hey, there's some other things going on and things that you didn't at one point in time didn't embrace or believe in either too.
Right. Absolutely.
And you have carte blanche to give Nico a hard time. I'm not
Perfect.
kidding. Yeah, he teases me. We get along like brothers and sisters. And
Yeah,
then I think when there's a new class and people see us, they're probably thinking, what is going on with these two?
that's
You
so
know?
funny. And I think I saw Jennifer Rose in one of your
Oh yeah, Jennifer.
shows.
She's been on a few times since she's been on
She's
your
been in
channel.
every issue. She's awesome.
Oh
She
my,
always writes something very poetic and just really makes you think. We have so many different styles
that's nice.
in there, which
I
is
bet we
great.
have a lot of the same friends. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Oh my gosh. I could give you a list of people for your magazine, quite frankly.
Send it my
That would
way.
probably love to be featured on there that I've talked with that are
Yeah.
just fascinating. They're fascinating.
Everyone has a story, and we just don't know it.
And you know what? I've told people everyone should write a book because everyone's life is fascinating. You don't
Mhm.
think it is at the time, but it is fascinating. And we can learn
Absolutely.
from people that way too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, certainly.
I kind of got off topic. I apologize about that.
That's the story of my life. I don't even know where we started.
Okay. Well, we talked about, I want to see if there's anything else we missed. Can you think of anything we've missed?
Um, I'm not sure. I do have the Facebook group Mediumship Matters. Everyone is welcome to join. There's
Everybody join. The link,
everybody join.
you'll see the link as it goes by. I'm going to join that today a little later.
Yes, I'll send you an invite.
Mediumship matters. There it goes right now, you guys. You can write it down.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get it out there. Laurie, you have been
Great.
fascinating. I'm not kidding. I
Thank
mean, I'm
you.
excited. So I know, I'm enjoying
Yeah,
this. So I know my listeners are going to enjoy this too. I
I
just want to make sure
appreciate
I've
that.
covered everything.
I think so. I hope everyone gets to see the oracle cards. I'm excited to share them. Check them out.
I'm not sure which deck to get. I'll have to, and you're going to say, well, just get all three.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on the channel, and you're always welcome to come back too.
Thank you. I loved it.
Okay. Oh, maybe we should do a live event and we can demonstrate.
That would be awesome.
All right, Laurie, thank you so much, and a
Okay. See you
pleasure
soon.
meeting you. Okay. Bye.
Bye.